Hey, welcome back to a Top 3 Tuesdays. This is Brett from Fredericton Kia. Today we are covering all things about leasing on the 2021 Seltos here. So we're covering the LX all-wheel drive in specific, just to keep it narrowed down. And I'm going to be giving you 3 myths and 3 truths about leasing. So let's jump in.
Tuesday Top 3.
So first myth on my list is leasing is more expensive. Often cases, in fact, more cases than not, leasing is the most affordable way to purchase a new vehicle. Keeping this particular Seltos in mind, the Seltos actually had the highest residual out of all of our new makes and models when they were first launched. This means the Seltos has the best leasing rates and is one of the most affordable choices when you lease a vehicle. Now, just to give you a little bit more detail, when the Seltos came out, it started at a 53% residual, which means you only pay for 47% of the vehicle. Number 2 on my list is you're stuck with a lease. You can't get out of your lease. Once you're in the lease, that's it. You're stuck with it. And that's completely and utterly false. In fact, with the lease, you can get out of it whenever you want, just like a finance. The benefit to it is you're not responsible for the residual, anything else on top of that, or the depreciation. You only have to pay an early termination fee, which is usually between $300 and $500 to leave your lease at any time. That's great because if you're itching to get the new model and you have to get out of your lease, you want to get into a finance or a new lease sooner, pay the premium and you can release or refinance. The third myth on my list, that's a tongue twister, is you can't own a lease. Once you lease, you're renting your vehicle, you can never own it, and that's that. And again, that is nothing but a lie. In fact, you have a couple options at the end of your lease term. If you want to own your vehicle, you love it so much through the lease term, you want to keep loving it through the duration of the vehicle's life, you can choose to purchase the vehicle outright for the predetermined value or the residual value, which is great because depending on the market, you can be getting a steal of a deal. The biggest benefit to this is you're paying a wholesale price versus a retail price. So you're getting a gently used vehicle by yourself at a predetermined cost that is less than what they would resell for. So we covered 3 myths. Now let's go on to 3 facts about leasing. So fact number 1 is you get to get a new car sooner. You can upgrade your car sooner. Your ownership cycle is a lot less, so you're not stuck with those 72 and 84 and even 96-month finances. You can get into a new car every 2, 3, 4, or 5 years, and you can start fresh every time you release. So there's no carryover like a finance, it's just starting fresh with a lease. Number 2 on my list is usership. Now I say usership because you do pay to use the vehicle. You don't technically own it right from the get-go, but you do pay to use the vehicle throughout your entirety of ownership. This is where lease shines. With the lease, when you take a lease off the lot, you're not responsible for that depreciation. That's a huge savings and a huge mental relief. Number 3 and the last benefit to leasing that I want to cover today is the lease end value, the residuals, and why that's so important. So let's look at finance for a second. With financing, you pay for the entirety of the vehicle, you pay your tax, your interest rate on the whole amount of the vehicle. That's great and all because you own it from the get-go, but if you want to get out of that finance, whatever your vehicle's worth versus what you owe, you're liable for that difference. This is where leasing shines yet again because at the end of your lease term, even if you're 4 years into a 5-year lease, you can still walk away from a lease. If you pay for your lease outright, if you go through the whole term right up to lease end, you can release or refinance with a 0 balance. So there's no carryover, there's no negative equity. That's the biggest benefit to leasing, in my opinion, is you never have to worry about carrying that extra money over onto your next vehicle. So this is a 2021 LX all-wheel drive, and you can own it for $99 a week. And that's your taxes, your fees on the road. The $99 a week includes your taxes and interest rate. So once you pay that upfront amount, $99 a week. Hopefully you're interested in checking out one of these Seltoses, because $99 a week is hard to beat. And now you even know how affordable a well-equipped base model like this can be. Don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. More to come on the leasing side of things.
Fredericton Kia. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out all of our social media, and visit our website at frederictonkia.com.